What are some unspoken social rules that may not be completely obvious? Don't talk so loudly on cell phone calls that you bring every damn body in on your call. Don't stop your cart/buggy/trolley smack in the middle of an aisle and either stand there chatting with someone or wander off looking for an item. Absolutely do not blow your nasty ass snot-filled nose in a restaurant at the table next to a bunch of others while they're eating. And burn in hell if you do it into a cloth napkin. For the love of Christ, don't let your fucking child listen to their dumb ass show in a public area without headphones on. I know some kids don't like headphones. Or pull them off or whatever the fuck, but Christ. The amount of shit I get for asking people to turn that shit down, not the kid. Of course. Their obnoxious parent, is insane. Like I don't care if it's at a park, a restaurant, or the gymnastics class waiting room. Please be more considerate. Don't park your shopping trolley, cart for you Americanos, perpendicular to the shelves in an aisle. How is this one thing so hard to adhere to? Tuck yourself in. Stop blocking everyone else for fuck's sake. Always let people alight from a train or bus before you try to get on. It's common sense before any politeness. You will have way more space and options once you can see who is leaving the vehicle. Cover your fucking mouth if you're hacking your lungs out in public. When you have kids and you have friends with no children, you shouldn't hijack every conversation to talk about your kids, or grandkids. It's great for you. But most people don't really care about your kids, and grandkids. And, sorry to say that. Same goes for people who are overly obsessed with their pets. A particular hobby. Their partner or their house. Etc. Ask yourself if you would be interested in what you're talking about if you were the other person. How often do you compare yourself to other women? I don't. We aren't in competition. So I don't see any value in comparing us. We are just each living our lives. I only have so much time and energy in this world. And wasting it on comparing myself to others seems like an incredibly short-sighted and ineffective use of my time and energy. When I get to the end of my life, it's not like I'll regret my choice. I won't look back over the years and think about all those times I wish I had compared myself to other women and made myself feel bad for no reason at all. I'll have used all that energy and time on things to make me happy. That seems like a much better use of my life than wasting it away in meaningless and fruitless comparisons. I unfortunately do this with my friends. Yet no one ever knows because I hide it very well. It's not something I feel like is a huge thing, but there are times where I thought, well, if I was prettier like Helena or Mary, maybe people would want to actually talk to me. I would get noticed, etc. I get jealous of them and how pretty they are. And sometimes it ends up with me bawling me out eyes realizing that I won't ever been like them and there's nothing I can about it. On the other hand, I'm slowly but surely learning to love myself for who am I and not for what people want me to be. Yes, it may take years to happen, but eventually I'll get there. I used to a lot. I would look at some women with six-packs and would feel so depressed about eating, which was hidden under layers upon layers of fat. Didn't quite realize how much hard work and sacrifice went into having one. I shed weight at my own pace. On my terms. With some friendly support. My six-pack is still under layers of fat, but am much more happy about my knees not hurting every time I walk up the stairs. I do on a few occasions compare myself to other women who have succeeded where I haven't. Professionally. But that motivates me to better myself. People will forget what you said. What you did. But people will never forget how you made them feel. Have you personally experienced this in your life? I had my one and only panic attack in middle school and all I wanted to do was go outside to calm down and the teachers wouldn't let me. Which made it worse. I was about to lose my shit and my friend came over and held me until I calmed down. I never told her or thanked her cause I doubt she even remembers, but I love her forever for that. It was probably such a small event in her life, but it did and still does mean the world to me. I'm a grown-ass man now and I remember nothing else about that day. What triggered the anxiety? What she may have said to me? Anything. We don't talk anymore, but we're friends on social media, and if I ever saw she needed anything I wouldn't think twice. Yes. Sometimes I forget why I hate people because I don't care what they do and just forget what it was. But I never forget that there is a reason I don't like them and just don't question it. But I was proven wrong from time to time and I always try to give people a second chance, and some people I hated in school have become loose friends afterwards. Sometimes I am sure I can be a dick as well. So I guess that's fair game. I remember how my dad made me feel throughout my childhood. He made me feel nothing. I literally hold no affection or attachment for my father. I can't remember much from my childhood with him, and I believe this is partially because he never did any parenting. But I can very clearly remember how we never formed a bond and he was never an adult I felt like I could trust or go to for support. When I talk about how I hate my father, my mother demands to know what he did that was so bad. And I can never recall specific memories. I don't have a list. But I can very clearly remember how he made me feel. And what my feelings on him have been for years. What is most scientifically incorrect song lyric? We didn't start the fire. It was always burning since the world's been turning, and quat. Early Earth lacked the oxygen necessary for a continuous fire. I'm in the fast lane from LA to Tokyo. The shortest path from LA to Tokyo is over the Pacific Ocean, with the biggest factor being weather and the flight path. This would be a flex if they were doing something like the Kessel Run a la Han Solo. Greater than in a time when dinosaurs walked the earth, when the land was swamp and caves were home, in an age when prized possession was fire. To search for landscapes men would roam, Quest for Fire, Iron Maiden. Frank Ocean references getting hickeys on my aorta in Earl Sweatshirt's song Sunday, and I'm not sure where these hickeys were supposed to actually be, but under no circumstances should somebody be kissing an aorta. Your parasympathetic nervous system reacts and you're in fight or flight mode. And quat, your sympathetic nervous system does fight/flight/fawn/freeze and your parasympathetic nervous system does rest/relax. Edit, changed flee to freeze. Thanks everyone. A friend of mine works in public health and made mixed CDS during COVID. While she included the song, she was quick to point out that putting a lime in a coconut and drinking them both up is not a proven cure to any disease or even just bellyache. Don't Stop Me Now by Queen is chock full of them. And the world. I'll turn it inside out, defying the laws of gravity. I'm burning through the sky. Yeah. 200 degrees. I'm traveling at the speed of light. I'm a sex machine. Ready to reload like an atom bomb. Edit, I have clearly been outvoted on this particular one and I withdraw it. 4 out of 5 ain't bad. Given that Brian May has a PhD in astrophysics. He should know better.